We're here this morning to respond to two anti-immigrant bills that County Executive Steve Levy reintroduced. That is to say, in 2008, these are the types of bills that were introduced into this legislature that gave sustenance to the anti-immigrant climate that we were experiencing here. Led to a lot of tension and eventually led to the death of Marcelo Lucero.
What we have today is two new pieces of legislation covering E-Verify, covering issues related to immigration that Steve Levy has introduced and will most likely never enforce. If you take a look at the bills, they contain a death penalty for businesses that are found to violate the E-Verify program. Well, how many of us really believe that contributors to Steve Levy, and we know that in Suffolk County there's been a pay-for-play system in place during the Levy administration, how many of us believe that Steve Levy is going to close down businesses that have been his major contributors over the last 8 years? We're not seeing real legislation here. What we're seeing is simply the stimulation of hatred.
My name is Ed Roldan. I represent the Long Island Latino Teachers Association. Our position is that this legislation serves one purpose and one purpose only, to divide. We think that elected officials should be looking to promote legislation that promotes high graduation rates, better education, and to bring a community together. We think the community should open, elected officials especially, should open up their arms and should be welcoming immigrants from all over the world. Thank you.
Today we're here to speak against E-Verify for a lot of reasons. The first of which is that this is not going to lead to the creation of more jobs for workers. This is not going to lead to the ending of discrimination against immigrants either. People support E-Verify and say that, you know, this is a way to give more jobs to people who are here legally. Well, the truth is that we need real jobs bills. We don't need bills that are simply going to discriminate against immigrants. If someone comes into an office and they're Latino, they're more likely to have these checks ran on them. I bet that if I came into a place to be hired, I would not have the same checks on me, a white woman, than would someone who is Latino.
We feel that Levy had a chance to live gracefully with our community. We find out that he was not a stand-up guy that he presented to be, but he chooses to live with a bitter taste in our community. He wants to live a better taste in our community. I don't know what his intentions are, but this bill, as his previous bills, are ill-advised, would not do what they intend to do, and I don't understand. Now, we're going to see how this goes in the legislature. And we already know how we're going to vote the next elections. And we're going to select leaders that represent the interests not only our community, but the whole county.
E-Verify is a program portrayed as a solution to end illegal immigration and to generate jobs for unemployed Americans. The reality is quite different. Neither of this has happened. What we do need are practical and sensible immigration solutions that work for everyone. Solutions that strengthen our economy and solutions that build strong communities.
But what we see from our point of view is that Levy is trying to go out with win. He's a loser. And what we see is he's dividing the workers against the businesses. We got to stop that. That's not right.